Broke Clinton's humiliated after boarding Delta flight, not treated like first class by other passengers. Hillary Clinton is up to something. It seems she may be gearing up for yet another run at world domination and preparing for a 2020 presidential run in what will be her third attempt to get to the White House. In an attempt to appear as just one of the people, Bill and Hillary Clinton were forced to fly with the unwashed masses on a Delta flight bound to an unknown destination. A video clip posted to Twitter caught the shady duo sitting in the first class section. The clip appears to have been captured across the aisle as others filed down the aisle towards the coach section of the plane. The clip ends as Bill looks up, apparently spotting the camera. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, as this is a far cry from traveling in Air Force One, private jets, or even aboard chartered campaign planes. It is interesting to note the Clintons can travel freely, unmolested, on a commercial flight with no security in sight, with no fear of being attacked by conservative critics, or violence of any kind. They were not asked to leave or refuse service in any way. Meanwhile, Trump administration officials are facing daily harassment by emotionally unhinged and sometimes violent leftist progressive activists. Social media is rife with speculation as to just where they might have been traveling, but all parties seem to agree on one thing: the Clintons are definitely up to something. Hillary continues to drop pointed messages attempting to convey a sense of urgency, and they are coming with increasing frequency, full of faux outrage at the latest fabricated atrocity committed by President Donald Trump and his administration. Some of the messages ask for money. Yet others urge recipients to participate in various protests. 5 such messages have been sent in just the last month alone, touting her super PAC's role in combating President Trump and his agenda. Written as though they are being sent from the official headquarters of the resistance itself, the messages seize on headline events, such as the current media-created crisis at the southern border. Hillary writes on June 18 under the subject line, "Horrific," stating, "This is a moral and humanitarian crisis. Every one of us who has ever held a child in their arms, and every human being with a sense of compassion and decency, should be outraged." Then she harkens back to 2016, proclaiming she warned everyone about President Trump's immigration policies during the campaign. Her intended message is clear. She told America, and America did not listen. Now we are paying the price. Just 3 short days later, on June 21, Hillary was back again. This time with a message about her group, Onward Together, and its plan to raise $1 million, explaining the funds would be split among organizations working to change border policy, including the American Civil Liberties Union and various and sundry immigrant, refugee, Latino and women's groups. Just 1 day after Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy announced his retirement, Hillary introduced another resistance partner known by the name, Demand Justice. The group promises to protect reproductive rights, voting rights and access to health care by keeping Senate Democrats united in opposition against any and all conservative Trump nominees. Demand Justice is headed up by none other than Hillary's campaign press secretary, Bryant Fallon. As the New York Post notes, Fallon's role clues us in as to the exact purpose of Onward Together. The Super PAC was formed in May 2017, and it appears that it is intended to be a 2020 campaign vehicle in waiting for Hillary in her third bid for the White House. The homepage describes the purpose of Onward Together, stating the group is dedicated to advancing the vision that earned nearly 66 million votes in the last election. It seems lack of vision is what kept Hillary out of the White House in the first place. Well, that and she is a lying liar that holds most of America in abject contempt, and she would not know the truth if it reached out and shook her hand personally. The New York Post further reveals just why the Democratic Party is locked in a power struggle between its left wing and its radicals. With the Democratic Party locked in a battle between its far left wing and its far left wing, no single leader has emerged to unite it. Clinton is trying to play that role by being a mother hen to the fledgling activists drawn to politics by their hatred of Trump. With the Democratic Party locked in a battle between its far left wing and its far left wing, no single leader has emerged to unite it. Clinton is trying to play that role by being a mother hen to the fledgling activists drawn to politics by their hatred of Trump. If they were active in 2016, most probably supported Bernie Sanders in his primary challenge to Clinton. But by helping to fund them now, she is putting them in her debt for later. But will she need their support later? Is she really going to make a third run for the White House? Not long ago, I told a group of friends, all liberal Dems, that I believed she was keeping open the possibility of a rematch